Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Bando. Here we are tonight, the one that everyone keeps hassling me about. When are you doing it? When are you doing it? And our organised war versus JTJ. So the big magical 200, and it ended in a pretty big win for an organised 7 stars. Yeah, lots to go through. It is my fly out night tonight, but I'll try and wrap it up as quickly as I can, just in case we don't any updates or anything, get rid of my replays. So we see there they've missed a 2 on Dave, they've missed a 3-star on Steve, and then they've missed a lot of the Town Hall 9s. I think there was 5 Town Hall 9 bases missed, and on top of that there was one of our Town Hall 8s missed, and that was sneaky. As for opponents, we messed up. We didn't get their number 2. Both Dave and myself attacked that. And Dave got 5% more than I did. I think I hit 39%. So a real brain fart, but the war was over at that stage. Our Town Hall 9s had won it for us. So they hit early, they hit strong, they hit well. We did have quite a few bring-ins to be able to match the high weight JTG team. So, I was still happy. We still got a lot of 3 stars from our own guys, but we just definitely could not match all the high weights. So as you see, there's a lot of guys missing, but they're all from my above and beyond brothers and sisters, just a couple of extras that I do know. So really good war, really fun. There was a lot of 6-star wars. Big, Zooman, Dennis, Milk Tea and Sub-Zero, they all took 6 stars, and even for the opponents, they had 5 6-stars as well. So one of the things we look at defence-wise though, there was a lot of bases for us with 3, 4 that they sort of hit and couldn't finish off, even some of them. So for the enemy team, Bance, Woo Boy, there was 5 of them. Some of the names are quite hard for me to pronounce, but basically out of their 18 3-stars, 5 of their guys hit 10 of them. So they had a really strong core group. But for us, we had the same result. We had 5 people hit 3 stars, but we just had an all-round mixed team effort war, more so. A lot of guys hit 1 big 3-star and missed another one. So really, really good and interesting war. Some other statistics I did notice was I tried to analyse the walking and hog and Vaux and how it was all broke down. And we had 4 walk-based attacks. We had 7 hog-based attacks. Now, this is out of our first hit 3 stars. Sorry, I should have elaborated on that. There was 4 that had Vaux involved, and then there was 5. So that's 5 out of 12 were air-based attacks. So the hogs and air getting most of them, of course, and we'll start going through them. So we had 12 first hit 3 stars. They had 4. So that there tells a chilling figure. We spent a lot of time, and this is one of the reasons why at any clan, when you're doing arranged wars, you spend time with your bases, you have a look, you try and make the best base you can, put in something that's sneaky in there, all these kinds of things that are going to stuff up a base. Like, I know for my base with Bando 82, I've got a trick in there, but it basically means I'll be 3-starred on the second hit. But I just try to eat one if I can. Now we're looking at Biggs. Biggs I actually met through my YouTube channel, Aussie-based guy based in Sydney, and he just jumps in for scrims if possible, and he plays full-time with an American clan, I think it is, or American/European, and he's come in with a Queen Walk cold-blooded Govaho. So you see he's really riding that Queen down there, and he's making sure he gets full value before he drops down that Rage. He's having to hit through the blower, and now 2 heroes. But you see that poison go down. You just see this Queen's health fluctuate so much. But full use out of that Rage. Poison hits that first part of the clan castle. He will draw it now when the Queen walks within Rage. And he drops that second poison, that second Rage down, and gets rid of the old clan castle. So Dragon Clan Castle, they were all mixed. It was good. Now this is a cold-blooded Govaho, so not a lot of Valks, only the 1 Golem, but it was a good reason. Watching the raid was just to get in there and get a core amount of these defences. It was quite thick and heavy. He wasn't sure what was there. The Queen's slowing down now. She's hitting some high defences. Now you see the hog's very well spread out. Does trip that double, makes a bit of bacon, but he's still got a heel left. Still got his king's ability, still got his queen's ability, and then splits that second one at the end. So really, really good raid. Impressive bigs. He had a 6-star. Now the next raid I'm going to go into is from Zooman. Where was that? Number 8, I think that was. And Zooman's, I think he also had a 6-star war, so big up Zoo. And he's gone in with the Queen Walk Shattered Go Hog. So not max heroes. He's sick of farming, he says. Zooman's funny. We warred together at Above and Beyond, and he's since gone back to Aussie War Clan, who I've had a fair bit to do with and still do. And we've actually warred against Oz War Clan before, and Zoo helped us out again with another high number. So Queen walks at the start, drops that rage down, gets that Queen. I think he was aiming for the King, but it took its sweet time to get to the King. And you just see it lagging there. So again, hitting into a blower, but doing it quite well. Chooses to go with the Queen's ability rather than using that secondary rage. And that's not a bad choice because he's going to get some traction out of her. Does he go the rage? There it is. So another Dragon, Clan Castle, Minions, Kicker. Those golems take a whack of damage early. And that's mainly because he doesn't have a lot of item shooting air. So, you know, he's only got a few whizzies there. The Queen, the way she's going to walk now, the pathing for her is going to be going clockwise, and she's going to start getting to that back end of defences there. It'd actually be really, really useful. So, keeps the King alive, just. That Queen's starting to eat those defences, so to take those, we should see some bombs soon, I think it was. So heaps of hogs left. So brilliant raid, Zoo. There was that other double set. Alright, now we're going to have a look at Piercy. Attack Red Ace, and Piercy's gone in with a Queen Charge and then a Shattered Golaho. So Piercy's also from A and B. Get that out of the way. Now it's interesting that he's hitting into the storage area to start off with. This is a lot of time. We've got to be conscious of the back to the 3-minute timers, and that is hurting a lot of people, a lot of players. It definitely has affected our Town Hall 11, definitely has affected our Town Hall 10. Now I wonder whether he did choose to actually want the Queen to go around the side to those Wizard Towers, because I think he's had to do a bit of thinking on his feet here. He probably should have hit that barracks. Now you see the King with the kill squad coming up top. He's got quite a healthy amount of vouch. So it's 6, and I think he uses a Clan Castle, does he? What's a new Clan Castle? Oh no, Piercy's a fan of the Max Hogs in the Clan Castle. And you got to weigh that up. You know, your Golem's going to get 500 hit points and 4 DPS by coming out of the Clan Castle. Or your Hogs are going to take, I think it's around 14 or 15 DPS each, and an additional 60 hit points each. That may be the difference between winning a raid or not winning a raid. So he's definitely a strong advocate for that. So you see a good spread of these hogs. They ride that heel out. Still got his King's ability, still got his Queen's ability. He's out of heals now, and the King's got that Hound CC, so that has worked perfect for him. Alright, so brilliant raid, Piercy. We're going to be looking at Chelsea next. and she hit number 12, I think it was. And Chelsea's a big fan of the Shattered Guyaloon, and she does them well. She normally, not all the time, but sometimes picks out a lightning target to get one of the air defence. It's the same thing, hitting into those storages. There's no jump. Lots of wall breakers, in they go. I'm a big fan of the rage on your kill squad in this type of situation, because if you can get it in and your golems, if they're alive, your queen, your wizards, they will rip up that section of a base. I love seeing that 4 wizard tower. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. I thought there might be a bit of a Tesla farm around it, but no, not really too much there at all. There was one red balloon, I think. And it went through pretty quick and easy, so you wouldn't want it as a tail, that's for sure. Definitely wouldn't want to see it as a tail in an attack. Not a lot of spells left now. King's still going though. So that hound only just dies. Heap of loons left for it. Queen's still alive, I didn't even notice that. It's all over Red Rover. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits. One of the guys, when they came over and said hello, they asked us, how do we pick bases? Why do we get so many 3 stars at the start? It's through picking your strengths. Everyone has a preference army that they go to in big wars. And I personally like my Stone Go-Hog, and that's the next attack that I'm going to be showing. Not by me, but it was by Z4, one of our guys. And this is my go-to army because it's such a versatile army. I did use it slightly different in my second attack this war, and I used a split 3rd golem with a couple healers on it to soak a bay. Didn't work, got a 94%, but there's just so much variation with the army. It allows you tanking, it allows you to see what's in the clan castle, give you time without worrying about your heroes going down. So you can use it from low to mid to high levels quite successfully. And during your big wars, you play to your strengths. It doesn't matter about number 5, hitting number 5 or anything like that. It's all about picking the bases that you're comfortable with. So he's got the jump here. He's going to get the rage out. It's probably just that touch too high because that queen misses it to start off with. But those golems are going to get that for quite a while. And you can see those just smash through those defences. Good jump, that opens up 4 bays. And you see the use there at the start. There was a couple of defences hitting the tanks. That's what I kind of call chasing the golems. You try and get that full use out of that tanking ability. The enemy king there, just been a little bit annoying. You're going to go under the queen, yes he is. Gives her a bit of a what for, it's going to force the ability. Probably should have picked that earlier. You see that second group of hogs there from the side. All spread out, you can see they're not going to path onto a double giant bomb. So he knows he's sweet with that. His wizards could be there much earlier. That's probably one of the big calls that I would say, is you see a very long path. 3 minutes, you've lost 30 seconds, so we can't be slow. We need to be vigilant. We need to make sure, if you know you've hogged out a section, drop one of your wizards down. It's just one of those things that become second nature, and then that way, if you've only got 1 or 2 hogs left at the end, you laugh and your wizards are gone and done the job. So well done, Z4. He was pretty happy. He's only got the 15-15 heroes, and he's been working hard for a long time. Now, where are we going to look? Dennis on 21, one of the air attacks I was talking about. Dennis has spent a long time practicing these, and he got into the big war and hit the 6 stars. So a little bit lower on the defences, but nonetheless still a good design. That's what I love about wars, is just seeing all these different designs and all those kinds of things. So the combo works on lightning out 2 air defence. You've got to get the one beside the queen, that's important. And then the heroes get 1 other air defence, as much as they can get the heroes. So if you can save the spell and you can use an earthquake across 2 air defence, that's good. If you can get extra defences like an archer tower, wizard tower, anything that shoots air blowers, always a benefit. And you see here that queen, she's going to walk through. I don't think she's going to get too much more than that because it's quite a heavy archer CC. They are going to smash her up. So he gets his dragons out there. You've got to make sure you start your dragons first for the clan castle. You cannot have them going to the hounds. You need those hounds for the cleanup, for when the pups break. You can't have them dying, you've got to have them for the DPS cleanup. That's one of the big problems with this attack. One thing he did fail to see was those building huts. So you see one in each corner. Good use of loons, good spread. And what's helpful you see is it's 4 wizard towers in the middle there, so they're going to chew through those loons that are going through, but they're also going to die quite easily once you get some loons onto it. So that second hound there was doing its job. So I think out of our first hit 3 stars, this combo here was 4 out of the 12 first hit 3 stars. So a third of our first hits were all based on this combo, on the basis that it was important for. So excellent hit, Dennis. Great war. All round, fantastic war. It's our 200th win. 18 straight. We did use a few call-ins, so be it. That's all part of trying to be able to field a team in organised wars. But really proud of my guys. Really fun war. Pity it was such a bit of, 7 feels like a bad blowout, but they did have a few issues, but then so do we all. So, yeah, really proud. Thank you, JTG, specifically, where are we? To say hello to Simlin. She organised it with me and did the call out across band, and we spent the last couple of weeks queuing up over numbers and having a chat, and it was really good to work with you. And on the other point, Runbuck, he's got his own YouTube. If you just search JTG, it'll come up, and get in there, have a look, support that, get some views on that, and see how they weigh us up. So I haven't actually seen a enemy put us on YouTube yet, so that'll be fun. So yeah, hope you guys had a bit of a view, have a good laugh, and as always, clash on.